ultimately, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
In my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't here for my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
This is the sound of famous fun.
All right, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to the QueenAHmaDiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, QueenAHmaDiyyah Shakur, and this is your second morning wake-up call. So let's get ready to get into it. Everyone, please get those likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. All right. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And for those of you who don't like what the Queen is cooking, well, you already know what to do. Okay, I'm checking something real quick, beloveds. I'm checking something real quick. I'm trying to see why ScrewTube doesn't have this video popping up. Hold on. Trying to see why they don't have this video popping up. Hold on, give me just a moment. Yeah, they don't have it popping up for some reason. I can't find it on here. Did any one of you have trouble finding the link to this video? Most of you maybe got it from most of you probably got it from my Twitter or the community tab. But I'm just wondering why I don't see it popping up. See, this is the bull crap that they do. I keep telling y'all. Hold on. Why do I have to scroll this long to find it? And I still haven't found it. Please pay attention. Nothing's popping up but old videos from this channel. These people are something else. Hold on, beloveds. Yeah, it's literally not popping up at all. Well, this is what they do. And listen, I need you all to double check and make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel, specifically if you have not been receiving your notifications. Okay? Now, let me post this link real quick to this video. Let me post this link on Twitter because I actually forgot to post it on Twitter. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, I want you all to see this video because, listen, I did a report, if you all remember, on Mahogany Jackson. Do you all remember that? The young black woman whose life was taken by some thugs who she thought were her friends, okay? And they did her real dirty. Now, I'm going to play this TikTok video, and then we're going to get into the updated information.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's talk about it. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with this story, but it took place in Birmingham, Alabama. It's about this young lady named Mahogany Jackson. Google it. You see these people up there, all in jumpsuits, looking crazy because it didn't really sit in yet. It did not really sit in yet. They all should be crying in this mugshot for what they did to Mahogany. This beautiful soul right here, right? Thought she had friends. And let me tell you something. You can't trust anybody. I truly feel like if you don't have a long-term friendship with someone, like even if you're young and you don't know them from like elementary school, to call somebody your friend in this day, it takes a lot. All my friends are people I've known for at least 20-some years that I call my friends. And we don't even call each other friends no more. It's like brother, sister. I call them keepers because they've been in my life. And through all the ups and downs, they still around. And I only got about 4 of them to be exact because everybody else fell off. So this young lady thought she was going to her friend's house when these evil people had other intentions. And let me tell you something. They really did this girl extremely bad. Sexually assaulted her, pistol whipped her, spit on her, kicked her in the face, because they wanted her to open her cell phone. They wanted the password to her cell phone. I don't understand it, and I know you don't. But the crazy thing about this, right? She got a chance to text her family and said, please come help me. They're gonna kill me. She told them where she was at. They didn't get there soon enough because they moved her from one place to another place. Put her in a trunk butt naked. Pistol whipped her while they forced her to give one of these creeps, more than one actually, oral fellatios. Yo, if this doesn't piss you off, man, and after all that torture and all they did to this girl, they shot her in the head and dumped her on a dead-end street that's called Death Row Road under an abandoned mattress. Let me tell you something. I watched enough clippings on it. I seen them in court, and it still ain't hit them yet. They just sitting there, regular face. I know they said the second one right there on the right, they said he's the one that on the left, I'm sorry, my right, your left. They said he's the one that pulled the trigger. But everybody in this picture participated in it. Let me tell you something, right? 3 of them are facing the death penalty. The rest of them, this is what's going to happen to them. You see that? That's going to be their release date. That's going to be their release date. Because when they get found guilty and that paper come while they in the prison and it says early release date, Thursday, March 2nd, 2069, that's when it's going to hit in. That's when it's going to sit in. It's going to sit in, and it's going to sit for a long time, because these dummies, not the fact of what they did to her, right, which is extremely horrible, but the other fact is they all recorded it. They recorded it and sent it to someone that sent it to the police. Now, we living in a time where if it ain't on camera, it ain't authentic. It ain't official. So by them putting that on camera, yeah, death penalty, 40 years, 45 years, the least for the ones that's even thinking about cooperating. The district attorney got all the proof. The evidence is there. It's on video, and they got all the videos. They said it's so overwhelming and so, oh my God. They said they can't even look at it. It's just that bad. So for these people, you deserve it. That young lady was only 20 years of age with a 3-year-old son. May she rest in peace. But listen to me, man. If you guys don't start waking up and stop thinking this life is a game where you don't even have the conscience to even think when you do stupid crimes and put it on tape that you're not going to face the repercussions. If you don't think that, you are a dead man walking. Y'all like zombies. All of them. They zombies. They are zombies walking amongst the living that are alive and alert, because they ain't alert. To do something like that and to record it and then send it to someone, laugh out loud, maybe. Yeah. Wait till you get out in 2069 and see, was it worth it? Your little road of fun. That's all I gotta say. Peace. I'm sorry, Judge. I was a kid. I've been here for almost 50 years. Please forgive me. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's absolutely gruesome what they did to that poor young lady. Leon said, I can't do you any good. Certainly not doing you any harm. Okay? And they were supposed to be her friends. Now, what were they thinking when they recorded it and then sent it to someone talking about laugh out loud? Clearly, they're all a bunch of sociopaths. Okay, please pay attention. They didn't feel bad. Nobody felt sorry for her while this was happening. Nobody said, wait a minute, you guys, we shouldn't do this. They all were just willfully complicit. So anyway, here's the update. It came out yesterday. 5 of the 8 defendants charged in the murder of an Alabama mother were denied bond on Monday for allegedly participating in the protracted torture of the victim before her death. Although Giovanni Clapp, age 23, and Blair Green, age 25, and Tasia Lewis, age 26, and Sinai McCall, age 23, and Ariana Lachey Robinson, age 23, did not personally kill the victim, Mahogany Jackson. Well, 20, who was 20 years old, Judge Ketcha, or Judge, I don't know what this judge's name is. I'm just going to call her Judge Davis because I can't pronounce her first name. Judge Davis maintained that they each played a role in her death, according to the Birmingham Fox affiliate, WBRC. Jackson was found deceased, shot in the head at an illegal dump site in the 1700 block of Laurel Avenue the morning after messaging her family that she was being held hostage and asking them to call the police. I don't understand why she didn't call the police. She messaged her family, but why did she call the police? I just, oh, you know what? Because obviously, she couldn't talk. So she could only text. That's what that had to have been. Now, officers soon made 8 arrests. The aforementioned 5 defendants are charged with felony murder, first-degree kidnapping, and first-degree sodomy, according to the publication. Francis Ace Harris, age 25, who is the suspected gunman, and Jeremiah Kodak McDowell, age 18, and Brandon Poe, 24, are charged with capital murder during a first-degree kidnapping and capital murder during first-degree sodomy. They're being held without bond. Birmingham homicide detective Mark Green testified about a witness reaching out to police as investigators were at the location where Jackson's body was found. Now, this witness said that Harris told him about shooting the victim and identifying everyone involved in the kidnapping. Thank God they did, because they probably would have gotten away with this. Now, according to testimony, Jackson, who has a 3-year-old daughter, arrived at Pope's home on McMillan Avenue. She believed she was going to hang out with her friends. Instead, what reportedly started was an ordeal in which she was stripped naked, handcuffed, beaten, spat upon, and essentially assaulted at gunpoint. She was shot after messaging her relatives, officers say. She said, I've been kidnapped. Send help. Don't call. And don't call. Oh, yes, she was telling them not to call the phone. Because, of course, the thugs would hear it, and she wouldn't be able to talk anyway. Now, cops claimed to find a total of 5 videos that showed the alleged assaults. The 8 defendants appeared in various parts of the videos, according to authorities. The first video allegedly took place at Pope's residence. For example, Lewis allegedly straddled her while punching Jackson in the head. Jackson said they had won and asked them or told them to let her go, according to testimony. The remaining 4 videos happened at Lewis's residence, apartment 3 at Serenity Apartments in Southwest Birmingham. They say this was a horrific attack perpetuated against Miss Jackson. This is what Jefferson County Deputy District Attorney Sharisa Hendricks said. She was subjected for a period of time to this, and there's really no other way to say it. It was torture, which ultimately led to her death. So let me go to the newspaper. To the news report. Everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Mahogany Jackson, the harder it is and more awful it is to hear.
Some of those suspects accused in her killing making an appearance in court today. Bria Chapman joins us now live with the latest. And Bria, the details that you heard today in court are disturbing and heartbreaking.
Yeah, Morgan, that is right. This case is beyond disturbing, and it was an emotional day in court. Now, one of the saddest details I learned today is that Mahogany Jackson came to the first location thinking these people were her friends. Investigators say they then tortured her, and the things that were described are why Judge Keisha Davis says she denied all of these suspects a bond. Now, Birmingham Police Homicide Detective Mark Green says the first stop was the home of suspect Brandon Pope. Now, that's where Jackson was beaten outside while she was naked. Officers say some of the suspects beat her while others recorded the beatings. Now, Jackson was stomped and kicked, and then prosecutors say one of the suspects can be heard saying, "Put her in the trunk," and then she was dragged naked in the street. Now, Jackson was taken to a second location, and I want to warn you, this will be hard to hear. Prosecutors say Jackson was sexually assaulted at gunpoint. Officials say she was handcuffed, beaten, pistol whipped, and then spat on. Now, Jackson's family, including her mother, were present in court today, and as they read out the evidence, you could hear them getting very emotional. DA Danny Carr says, though, this will be a long road to get justice for Mahogany, and he also explains why only 5 out of the 8 suspects were present today for the Ahmadiyyah's Law hearing.
The individuals that are charged with capital murder, obviously, the law, the statute and the rules of criminal procedure says that their bond can be set at a no bond automatically. The individuals that are charged with felony murder, the statute requires a hearing. The next step, obviously, is there'll be further investigation with Birmingham Police Department.
Yeah, another sad thing we learned today was that the suspects wanted the password to Mahogany Jackson's phone. Officials say they even told her if she gave it to them, they would let her go, only to kill her anyway. Now, live at 5, you'll hear what District Attorney Danny Carr says.
Okay, so all extremely sad at the end of the day. Very, very sad. Just clearly devils. Okay, please pay attention. She had to have been horrified. Now, can you imagine thinking that these people are your friends and you going to supposedly meet up with them, think you're just going to have a fun night out, and then all of a sudden this is what you find yourself in the midst of? Like, this is all so crazy. People have to be careful of who they're hanging out with these days. Because why did they want to do this to her? What was the motive behind it? That's what I'm waiting to find out. What was their motive? At the end of the day, were they all haters? Were they all just jealous of this young woman? I don't know, but it's all crazy. Hold on, beloveds. Now let's talk about this young thug who took the life of his grandmother, no less, by stabbing her 114 times. Okay, this is all crazy. What is going on with the world today? Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. I'm changing my thumbnail real quick. Okay. So you know what? No, before we talk about Brad, hold on. Let's talk about this because I thought this story was awesome. Okay, and I'm not going to be able to show the video of the fight. Okay, but yeah, this is real crazy. So here's what happened. Trans prostitutes from the Philippines, and they called them the Thai Lady Boys, they brawled in Bangkok. More than 100 local SEX workers descended upon the city's red light district. Local cops were caught up in the massive brawl. Honey, this was all nefarious. How many of you heard this story about the trans people just fighting in the Philippines? And I saw the video, and the cops looked like they were getting beat up just for being in the way. This is all crazy. So let's get into it. Like some, everyone, please like and share. Reggie said they ain't no joke. Okay. So this is the astonishing moment when police. This is the astonishing astonishing moment, police were caught up in a massive brawl between Filipino transgender prostitutes and the ladyboys over a turf war in Bangkok's red light district. Now, officers were called on Monday night where more than 100 local SEX workers converged on a hotel being used by SEX workers from the Philippines on the city's Sukhumvit Road, part of a sprawling area of go-go bars, street workers, and massage parlors. It all sounds nefarious. Footage shows how the first SEX worker was dragged from the Sitan Sukhumvit 11 hotel, accused of being part of a group that clashed with the locals and stole their customers the night before. They're just as bad as drug dealers from the sounds of it. Now I'm going to show you some clips of the brawl, some screenshots. Okay, now, however, the local ladyboys erupted in a fury when they saw their alleged attackers, sparking chaotic scenes that escalated into a mass brawl. Now, in the video, stilettos fly as local transgender women are seen hitting police, climbing on buildings, stamping on other girls. I think that should be stomping on other girls, throwing objects, and even having their clothes torn off. All nefarious. The clash reportedly continued at the local Lumpini district police station, where the Filipino transgender women were reportedly detained for working without the necessary visas and permits. Police Colonel Yingyat Suwano, a superintendent of Lumpini Police Station, said upon receiving the report that a large number of transgender workers were gathering, police were dispatched to provide security at the location in Soy Sukhumvit 11 to prevent further violence. Officers were armed as normal, because this is normal procedure, and they handled the situation well and kept the crowd under control. Didn't look like they had them under control to me. It did not look like they had them under control for me. It looked like the police were getting their arses beat. I'm just saying. Okay, they said we're currently questioning the suspects. Some of those who complained, and we will summon anyone else who has been identified for further interrogations. Somebody make it all make sense. I'm about to show you all these pictures. And then you tell me if you think the police were keeping the crowd under control. Okay, they said we asked a group of transgender women who gathered at the station to return home, and they eventually complied. Bangkok has been home to the world's cheapest and most colorful red light areas since the 1960s, when American troops had military bases in Thailand. Now, many GIs opened bars in the Patpong district, and the city now has tens of thousands of strip clubs, go-go bars, massage shops, and street prostitutes, no less. Despite claiming that prostitution is illegal, those inside the industry, including many British expats who run bars, operate with impunity due to regular payments to the police. While these SEX workers from around the world now converge on the city to cash in on Randy holiday makers. I don't know if that should be random, but they have it spelled Randy, like Randy the name. Now, Thailand was ranked 108 out of 180 countries in Transparency International's latest index. They found that a quarter of state workers had received a bribe in the previous 12 months, and 88% of residents received government corruption or perceived government corruption as a huge problem. Well, I will certainly say they're out here just walking around, just doing whatever and paying off the police allegedly. It's all crazy. This is all crazy. Please pay attention. Please pay attention, honey. This is all nefarious. Y'all see that? Look at them. People out there trying to record it, honey. I wouldn't be anywhere in sight. Okay? I wouldn't be anywhere in sight. Look at them. So the police look like they have control of the crowd, and they got people with their shirts ripped off and everything. Look at this police officer right here. I saw him in the video. He looked like he was getting, they were giving him the business. Look at it. But they say the police had the crowd under control. I'm sorry, where? So anyway, honey, I find it all so nefarious. They're over there fighting because people are stealing each other's customers and taking their coins. I want you all to pay attention. This is what's going down in the Philippines. Prince of Paraphernalia said, "Bet it smells like raw duck sauce." Oh, hell no, I said everything flapping and clapping. You all are crazy. I absolutely cannot. They all need to sit down somewhere real quick, as far as I'm concerned. Okay? But let me continue. Now, let's talk about this crazy lady. No, we're going to talk about Brad first. Hold on. Stabbing up his grandmother. Okay? This is all so nefarious and really sad. Now, listen to this. Let me put his mug up on the screen. His mug shot. Teen who stabbed grandmother 114 times while he was wearing all black mask and gloves has pleaded guilty. So apparently he thought he wasn't going to get caught. He apparently thought he was not going to get caught and face the consequences for his actions. Hold on here. That's him right there. That's him right there. So let's get into it. Excuse me. A young man has pleaded guilty to fatally stabbing his grandmother, who was found with 114 stab and incision wounds, according to Clarksville Now in Tennessee. Authorities say that Jacob Lee Carney, age 21, lurked while masked in his grandmother Mary Carney's kitchen. Now I want you all to picture this. He had on a mask and he hid out in his grandmother's kitchen one night in May of 2020 and attacked her. Okay? He attacked her fiance, James Williard. Now, when she intervened, Carney stabbed her more than 100 times and the motive wasn't revealed. Now, they said he never did say why he did it, according to the Deputy District Attorney, Michael Pugh. Carney was 17 years old when this happened. I just want you all to pay attention. He was 17 when it happened. Mary, his maternal grandmother, was working on adopting him. Now, that came to an end that night. Williard, recovering from heart surgery, was sitting in the kitchen, in the living room, watching TV when he heard noise from the kitchen. There were no lights on. Usually, Williard could hear music from Jacob's room, but there was nothing this time. Thinking that Mary and Jacob were asleep in their rooms, Williard went to check. Eventually, the light came on, and he found Carney wearing all black with a mask and gloves, and the teenager was holding what Williard described as the biggest knife in the kitchen. This sounds like something out of a horror movie, okay? Please pay attention. They struggled over the knife, but eventually, Jacob stabbed him in the back. Mary woke up, rushed over, but slipped on blood and then fell. She grabbed Jacob's wrist and told Williard to call 911. Williard locked himself in a bedroom and called 911. Jacob beat on the door, attempting to force his way in. Cops found Mary dead and Williard suffering stab wounds to his back, legs, arm, neck, and head. He was lucky to be alive. Jacob was in his bedroom covered in blood. He reportedly pleaded guilty in exchange for concurrent sentences of life with the possibility of parole for the murder and the 15 years for attempted murder. This is all crazy. He shouldn't have any possibility of parole. I'm sorry, do y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? How does he have a possibility of parole? He has a possibility of parole after stabbing someone 114 times and then stabbing someone else multiple times. I'm sorry, he's a danger to society. Now, he has a possibility of parole, but not Nature Boy. And not saying that Nature Boy deserves one, but what I'm saying is pay attention to the disparities. This man stabbed his own grandmother 114 times. Do we really think that he ever deserves or needs to be back on the streets, no less? And speaking of Nature Boy, let's look at some of his crimes. Okay, like stuff, everyone please like and share. Now, I edited this for the curse words or inappropriate things that he said. Not necessarily curse words, but some vulgar things that he said. Okay, please pay attention.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
I'm sorry, wrong video.
I'm naked with my in front of my kids. I'll never be ashamed of sex. My son be breastfeeding, I'll be for his mama. That's me, bruh. That's how I get down around kids. There is no white people. It doesn't even make sense. There's only humanity in different vibrations of brown. Everything in nature is green and brown. Different shades of brown. When you go to the beach, what color is the beach? Brown. Tan brown. You see? So all of humanity is brown. Different shades of brown depending on the melanin vibrating in the MSH, the melano-stimulating hormone that they have in the body. You can lose your brown. It's called vertigo. You can lose melanin and become less brown. Or you can gain melanin and become more brown. I don't believe in going to no doctor to put no spell on me to sell medicine to me. I feel good. One person has herpes, that's a human being. We all have herpes. So I wanted to understand disease, to teach about disease.
I feel that now looking back, I feel that I fell in love with an idea because he pretended to be someone that he wasn't. I was forced to engage in sexual activity that I did not want to do. I was still strangled on multiple occasions. So I had to willingly engage in these activities because of, to keep myself safe. He would abuse me in front of the women.
I'm sorry, I forgot to take Brad off the screen. Hold on. This is all nefarious. Please pay attention. All crazy, right? What y'all have to say about this? Because I find it absolutely egregious. First of all, he said that those white people were brown. What? Did y'all hear that, fool? And didn't he say vertigo rather than vitiligo? I'm sorry. And here's the thing. All colors come from black. You see, when all colors on the spectrum are mixed together, they create black, not brown. He needs to sit down somewhere. Just another woman said, how do you let someone take total control of you? Yeah. Brainwashing. That's what it is, beloved. Brainwashing. Here's the thing. During his trial, one of his so-called cult members got up on the stand and testified, and they said, we are not a cult. We are a tribe. We are not a cult. We believe that Bishop, Eligio Bishop, we believe that he's God, a Messiah. So y'all are not a cult. Let me get this straight. Y'all are not a cult. You're a tribe. But y'all think he's God? Y'all think he's the Messiah? How do you say you're a cult without saying you're a cult? That's all I'm saying. Okay? He said they're not a cult, but got up there and said exactly what cult members say about their cult leaders. Please pay attention. All crazy. All so crazy. Reggie said he's another Tisa Tales, mispronouncing words. Okay? Vertigo. And he was acting like he was really schooling them too. Please pay attention. It's not easy to school a bunch of fools, is all I'm saying. It's not easy. All right? So now with that all being said, let's talk about this lady who had her son riding in the trunk of the car with the trunk unlocked. The video went viral and her foolish self was arrested. Mom arrested in Gwinnett County after video of boy riding in trunk goes viral. Now, mind you, hold on, I want you all to pay attention. First of all, she lives in Georgia. Why does all this nefariousness have to come from Georgia? Now, a mom was arrested in Gwinnett County this week, according to police, after a video went viral over the weekend showing that her 12-year-old son was riding in the trunk of the car. The Gwinnett County Police Department said in a release that the 36-year-old woman was charged with reckless conduct and seatbelt violation. 11 Alive is not naming her in accordance with station policy. Now, the short video posted to Scope accounts was taken by a driver who said they saw the boy in Gwinnett County. It shows the boy briefly popping his head up to look out of the trunk. What if somebody had hit her in the back What if there had been an accident? This is all so stupid. Now, we're going to listen to what she says in a minute because I have the news report. Now, Gwinnett police said that a woman was who saw the video reported it to the department. Okay, Gwinnett County Police Department said a detective utilized the flop camera network to identify where the car had been in the area of Pleasant Hill Road and Shackelford Road outside Duluth city limits. They said the detective identified the registered owner and met with her on February the 27th at her home in Duluth. The item in the trunk was a baby bassinet recently purchased through an online marketplace advertisement, and the child, who was age 12, was sitting in the trunk to help hold it in place. The mom was booked into the Gwinnett County Jail on Tuesday evening, and she bonded out of jail on Wednesday. They added that the son was temporarily placed in the custody of another family member who lived at the residence until the mom bonded out of jail. Police say she faces reckless conduct and seatbelt violation charges. Gwinnett police are asking parents to ensure their kids are safely seated and restrained while in the vehicles. This is all crazy. Hold on. Let's just roll the footage. This is all crazy.
Exclusive. A Gwinnett County mother says the viral video of her son in her trunk does not really explain and fulfill the whole story.
It was an embarrassing moment.
First, the video of her 12-year-old son sticking his head out of her trunk went viral. Next, Diana Schaefer spent the night in jail because of it.
I take full accountability for my actions.
She says she's not blaming anyone else. All she says she's doing is learning.
I know the potential harm that he could have been in, and I would have had to live with that for the rest of my life.
The 36-year-old says she asked her son to sit in the folded-down back seat on Saturday.
He was supposed to be sitting right here on the top of these,
so he could hold the bassinet as they drove from Beaufort to Duluth.
I told him to sit right here and to hold the leg of the bassinet.
So it didn't fall out.
So it didn't fly out because the trunk was up.
Schaefer says she often picks up donated baby items.
So we got milk, a bottle warmer, and some diapers.
Nope. Absolutely not. Now, how does that make sense? Now, she knows she sounds crazy for that. She knows she sounds crazy for that. That was extremely dangerous, and she should have known better. Like I said, what if someone had ran into the back of them? What if she accidentally hit a speed bump or something, the child went flying out? A myriad of dangerous things could have happened. This is ridiculous. Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. Now, all of that to hold a bassinet in place. Here's the question. Why didn't she put the bassinet in the front seat and simply put the seatbelt over it? Or just sit in the front seat even without the seatbelt? I'm just saying. Why didn't she put it in the back seat? Was there too much stuff in the back seat that it wouldn't fit? I have several questions. On Purpose said going viral is some people's dream. Okay, well, sometimes they go viral for all the wrong reasons, unfortunately. Just another woman says common sense is not common. It absolutely is. Nanny said at 12 years old, he's big enough to not be back there at all. Is he tall? I have no idea, beloved. Denise said big dummy. Exactly. You know, I don't know what some people are thinking. Okay, I have no idea. So she thought, I want you to pay attention to the gravity of this, because here's the thing. She apparently thought that it was more important to keep that bassinet safe than to keep her own child safe. That's what she said to us. Yeah, that's what she's saying. That's exactly what she's saying. But anyway, I digress. Now let's talk about Mike Epps. Let's talk about it. Like I said, everyone, please like and share. Mike Epps needs to sit down somewhere. He needs to sit down somewhere. Hold on. I think I have an article about this before I show the footage. Here it is right here. Let's get into it. How long has Mike Epps been married? All about his wife and kids as the comedian issues an apology over treating women right. The comment that he made. So recently, stand-up comedian and actor Mike Epps appeared on the All the Smoke podcast and stated how he appreciated the birth of his son right after his mother's demise. Now, in the wake of the episode's release on March the 7th, 2024, Mike further took to Instagram and posted a picture of his wife, Kyra, and wrote in the caption of a now deleted post, "Again, I want to apologize to my beautiful wife for being ignorant and reckless. I honor you and my family. Please forgive me." Now let's get into what he did.
Kids are beautiful, man. I had a son the day my mother died. My mother died 2020, COVID. My son was born the same time, bro. And I never had a son. He looked just like my mama, man. I swear, that's how I know God's real.
In death comes life. Yeah,
Gave me a son. My mama
dope.
gave me a son walking out the door, man.
That's beautiful.
I used to cry all the time and ask God, what did I do wrong that I can't have a son? But I know what it was. I lied to all these women and got them pregnant and sold them dreams and shit like that.
I got 5 girls.
You got 5 girls, too.
To let you know how much lying
You've been lying, too.
I've been doing too much lying.
That's one thing that I'm going to get right before I leave this earth. I'm going to learn how to treat a woman 100%
That's
right.
dope. That's dope.
Because that's something that I want to do for my mother, for my children, for my daughters. I never treated a woman right, 100%. And now that I'm getting older, I'm realizing, man, you gotta treat a woman right, Mike. You can't cheat on her. You gotta be her friend. You gotta not be selfish. This is what I want to do. This is one of my dreams, man.
That's dope. That's something we have to learn as men. That's something we really have to learn as men.
I had issues with my mother. So now I want to make a woman. I don't want my kid's mother to, you know what I mean, to have my mother's stuff. So that's one of my things I want to do, man.
Okay, what do you all think was wrong? You said he's not telling the truth. Wavy though said he sounds dusty as hell. Not dusty. Anita said, I got a question. I wonder why all these people acting like this is because of the gibber juice. I don't know. I didn't know anyone was acting like that. Are they serious? Just another woman said, not in any control of the little head or the big head. Leon said, walking out the door. Aeon said, I just don't like this dude. Don't even know why. Jeff ATL said the majority of Georgians are retarded, and I'm lucky to be one of the Georgians that ain't. Well, I hope I'm not too, Jeff. I hope I'm one of them too, honey, that isn't. Okay? Tasty Cake said he's a whole cokehead. Just another woman said Mike wants attention. Tasty Cake said, I've never forgot how he spoke disgustingly of his dark-skinned daughter and her mother. Wow, did he? I've never heard that. I never heard that. That's awful. Okay, so here's the thing. So he apologized. The fact that he has a wife is beyond me. Simple fool. Oh, hell no. Okay, so here's the thing. Now, why do y'all think his wife was upset about what he said if she was? Because I would just only assume that she was because he apologized. Well, I think that perhaps it's because he said before he leaves this earth, he wants to treat women right. He's married, so he should have said, in my opinion, he wants to treat his wife right, not women. Second of all, when he said that he wanted to treat them right 100%, then that lets us know that apparently he hasn't been treating his wife right. And then when he talked about cheating and all this and that, well, that also sounds like he was cheating on his wife. And then when he said he wants to do this, treat them right before he leaves here for his mother, his children, and his daughters, he didn't say his wife. Did y'all notice that? Just another woman said he's indicating that he may have been cheating. Yes. Queen Fab said, I used to like Mike Epps, but he's gotten dumber as he's gotten older. I have to agree. Okay. Miss J said still cheating, in my opinion. I would also have to agree. Prime One said exactly, Queen. On purpose said, boy, bye. So with that all being said, Claudette said he looks like a serial cheater. I don't know what's wrong with him, but now they say that he's vowed to stay off social media. Well, I would advise anyone who doesn't know the right things to say to stay off social media, especially when you're saying things that can get your family members hurt their feelings or get them upset, or you're telling your business. Hey, but that's just me. That is just me. And so clearly I digress. Now let's talk about DC Young Fly. DC Young Fly had to put a halt to a GoFundMe. He had to request that it be taken down because he said it was fake. So Jackie O, you know, that's the mother of his children. Okay, the mother of his 3 children. I believe it's 3 of them, who passed away after having surgery, cosmetic surgery in Miami months ago. Now, Jackie O's family deletes a $1 million GoFundMe to save her home after DC Young Fly took swift action to have it removed. Now, was her family simply trying to cash in on her death? So the family of the late TV personality Jackie O deleted their GoFundMe to raise the $1 million to save her home after longtime partner DC Young Fly said it was fake. On Thursday, information was obtained, and it was a screenshot of the crowdfunding page in question. However, moments later, it was deleted, and the page now says fundraiser not found. So in an exclusive statement to page 6, the comedian's publicist, B-Star PR, said they took swift action to ensure that the fundraiser was removed and are highly pleased with this result. And now, here is a screenshot of the fundraiser. Let me share this on the screen. These people need to stop running scams and con games. Like, what is really going on? What is really going on here? Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. And so here's the GoFundMe right here. It has a picture of Jackie O's kids. It says, "Dear all, it is with a very heavy heart that I write to request your kind donations. The family of Jacqueline Marie Smith, also known as Miss Jackie O, as many of you know, Jacqueline passed away unexpectedly on May the 31st of 2023. Unfortunately, we have recently received the news that Jacqueline's home is going into foreclosure on March 25th of 2024. As a family, we are humbly requesting your assistance to help us pay off the home that Jacqueline worked so hard to provide for her children, Nova, Nala, and Prince Naima. We appreciate any amount you can contribute, and we assure you that every penny raised will be used to save Jacqueline's home. Any remaining funds will be put into a trust for her children's future. Thank you for your generosity." Not thank you for your generosity. Respectfully, the Smith family. Now, page 6 obtained a screenshot of the crowdfunding page, which asks fans to donate to save Jacqueline's home from foreclosure. However, moments later, the page was deleted and now says fundraiser not found. GoFundMe's team followed their process and communicated to us, confirming that this fundraiser has been removed from the platform and all donors have been refunded. Cases of misuse are very rare, and we take swift action against those who exploit the generosity of our community. This is what their statement said. Now, I hope people remember Jackie for her brilliance and values. Please continue to keep the family in your prayers. We look forward to providing her viewers with upcoming announcements regarding her continued legacy soon. Now, Jackie O's younger sister, who goes by at Miss Brookie J on Instagram, posted a link to the GoFundMe on her Instagram stories, asking the public to help save the mom of 3's home from foreclosure after her untimely death last May. In an exclusive statement, the comedian's publicist firm, they're talking about DC Young Fly, his publicist firm says they took swift action to have the fundraiser removed. So for those of you who don't know who Miss Jackie O was or what she looks like, she was a beautiful young lady. Condolences to her family, especially her children. This is her right here. Beautiful young lady. So sad that she lost her life. Please pay attention, because some people have speculated, you know how the conspiracy theories come out saying that it was a sacrifice and all that. Queen Sam said she didn't value her looks. That's what took her out. So sad. It is sad. Queen Sam said, Queen, have you heard of what monkeypox? Something new they've come out with, or is it mpox? When you say mpox, Queen Sam, beloved, are you talking about monkeypox or something literally called mpox? Lorraine said, definitely was a sacrifice. Prime One said, might have been a sacrifice. Casey K says, Richard Pryor, I'm sorry, 57 Beige Fox says, Richard Pryor widow candid because Mike turned down her request that he sleep with her. What? I don't know what y'all talking about. This sounds all so juicy and nefarious. No, it's mpox. Honey, I haven't heard anything about it, beloved. I haven't heard anything about that. That sounds real crazy. But speaking of Mike Tyson, hold on for a second. Because I forgot to talk about this. Or shall I say I almost forgot to talk about it. So y'all check this out. How many of you have heard that Mike Tyson is really going to fight Jake Paul? Once in the chat, you heard about this, honey, because this is all so crazy. Let me pull this up. Y'all know I love me some Mike Tyson, but at the end of the day, I was shocked to hear this. Yes, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is really happening. And here's what you should expect. Please pay attention. Mike Tyson is returning to the ring. Yes, you heard it right. Tyson will face Jake Paul in a boxing match on July the 20th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the YouTuber turned boxer Paul, who has a 9-1, his fighting record is 9-1 with 6 knockouts, has said recently he wants to focus on fighting real boxers and to eventually compete for a world title. Instead, he'll fight long retired Tyson, okay, who has whose boxing record is 56-6 with 44 knockouts, a former heavyweight champion and one of the best in boxing history. Now, his last competitive fight was almost 19 years ago. Okay, a TKO loss to Kevin McBride in June of 2005. Tyson will be 58 when the fight takes place. I'm sorry, what? I don't think Mike should do it. I do not think Mike is about to be 60 years old. I don't think this is a good idea, but let me continue. Tyson participated in an 8-round exhibition bout with Roy Jones Jr. in July 2020, and while the fight exceeded expectations, no one was clamoring for more. Now, during the height of his career, Tyson was one of the most feared fighters in boxing and earned the moniker as the baddest man on the planet. He was the undisputed heavyweight champion and still is the youngest fighter to win a heavyweight title in boxing history. After serving less than 3 years in jail for a great conviction between 1992 and 1995, Tyson returned to the ring just 5 months later and said after 2 wins, regained the WBC title by defeating Frank Bruno in 1996. After starting his boxing career facing fellow YouTubers and former MMA fighters, Paul, age 26, lost in a split decision to Tommy Fury in February of 2023. Last August, he faced another MMA fighter in Nate Diaz and stated he was going to change course with hopes of developing a true boxing career. He scored first-round KO wins against Andre August and Ryan Borland since that point, fighting at the cruiserweight limit of 200 pounds. All of this begs to ask one question. Why is this happening? Mike Coppinger and Mark Raimondi and Timothy Bradley Jr. share their thoughts. Tyson might be old for a boxer, but time hasn't eroded his star power one bit. Even though Tyson's last professional fight took place in 2005, he remains one of the biggest names on the planet, not just in sports. Now, there's also no doubt that Paul is one of the biggest social media stars out there. Add them together and you have a massive event that's sure to generate worldwide appeal on the planet, not just in sports. Now, there's also no doubt that Paul is one of the biggest social media stars out there. Add them together and you have one massive event. You have one massive event that's sure to generate worldwide appeal for boxing purists, be damned. Netflix has upward of 260 million subscribers globally. And since this isn't a PPV, there's a chance this is the most watched, or that this is the most watched fight of the century. They're predicting that it's going to be the most watched fight of the century. Well, it just might. A 58-year-old man fighting someone in their 20s. I'm going to be watching, I tell you that much. Please pay attention. Now, seriously, Mayweather's bout with Manny Pacquiao in 2015 shattered the PPV record with 4.6 million views. Now, or 4.6 million buys. Long gone are the days of Muhammad Ali fighting on ABC in front of hundreds of millions. The Rumble in the Jungle was rumored to be the most viewed fight globally, but that was in 1974. And even for Tyson, the most popular fighter in the world since Ali, all his biggest fights were televised on PPV. So, for the record, Tyson still looks the part, even in his advanced age. He's in great shape, and he still looks ferocious on the pads. Whether he can beat Paul, who is a much better boxer than given credit for, is a different story. Honey, I cannot wait to see this. How about y'all? How about y'all, honey? Because I cannot wait to see this. Clinton said Mike still got that heavy right, though. The heavy right. Okay. Prime One said Jake Paul a degenerate. He made a video of did he? Of someone doing that? Queen Sam said that punch is dangerous. Claudette says, I think Tyson will beat the brakes off of him. Prime One said he can slap his ace. Ooh, honey, this is all nefarious. Prince of Parafade said, did y'all know Tyson have gummies in the shape of ears? No, I didn't know that, but thanks for sharing, beloved. This is all nefarious. Okay, so I'm about to close out this broadcast, but before I do, let me show you all this clip of Barry White on the Arsenio Hall show back in the day, talking woke. Please pay attention.
You used the word God, and that's what messed everybody up. But you said something to the effect you were a self-made God. Explain it.
I made up my mind to make a change in my life when I was 16 years old. We are all gods on this planet, every man and every woman. We create life, we can take life, we control what goes into the sea, whether the fish can live or not. We decide if the trees can grow tall, we decide if the children will eat. We are very powerful beings on the planet Earth. And when I said a self-made God, I meant just what I said. Barry White changed his life. So you're right.
Yeah. And people criticize the statement?
No, not to my knowledge. It's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah.
But, people...
Arsenio, sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. And if anyone did criticize him, well, that's just because they were hating, because he spoke nothing but facts. I'm sorry, no lies detected. Queen Sam said the Most High gave us dominion over everything. Exactly. Lorraine said he's greatly missed. Hashtag the maestro. Yes, absolutely, honey. Right? That voice was unforgettable. And so was Isaac Hayes' voice, because to me, they almost sounded alike. Now, with that all being said, I want you all to see this video before I roll up out of here, because Granny gave this man the business, honey. Susan came and told this man, what you doing fishing here? You ain't got no license, fool. Please pay attention.
Get your ass out of here. If you got license, you sold it.
I mean, I just want to fish, ma'am.
Oh, no, hell, you can't fish. You don't know how to fish. You don't even wear the right kind of clothes. You got damn stupid shoes on anyway. Where'd you get them ugly breeches? You asshole.
How do you get roasted? How do you get roasted for going fishing? This is all nefarious. Did she go in or did she go in? I'm going to play that again. Queen Sam said you can tell who reads their Bible. Yes, beloved, absolutely. Because I tell you all the time that it says in the Bible in Psalm 82:6 that ye are all gods born of the Most High. Please pay attention. But hold on, let me go back to Susan, because she roasted him real quick. He can do nothing but laugh himself
Get your ass out of here. Have you got license, you son?
I mean, I just want to fish, ma'am.
Oh, no, hell, you can't fish. You don't know how to fish. You don't even wear the right kind of clothes. You got damn stupid shoes on anyway. Where'd you get them ugly britches? You asshole.
You tell them, Granny, out there fishing with stupid shoes on and ugly britches, honey, pay attention. Miss King the Dean said quickly. I absolutely cannot. Okay? So with that all been said, everyone enjoy the rest of this day. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. And for those of you who watch the spiritual channel, I'll be going live on there at 3 p.m. So don't want to miss it. All right? And so until next time, beloveds, talk to you all again soon. Peace. Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got